Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let's simplify things. It's just showtime. I'm back again. More Guild Wars 2. And this is a jumping puzzle, and we need this jumping puzzle for the weeklies. Turn that on. Whoop! Almost. Murdered ourselves before we could even make a single jump. Are you kidding me? You cannot be serious here. I tried that jump. I'm not making any of these jumps, and I have no idea why. Oh, God. I was getting stuck. All right, fine. We'll wait for this to fall away, and then we'll push the button. God, I'm off to an absolutely atrocious, appalling, disappointing start. And I missed. Hey, Vorp. Still had the page open from last night? Well, you're always welcome here. And you should be getting a kick out of this, given that I'm doing nothing but chain failing so far on a jumping puzzle that I've done many times before. Wow. What in the bleep am I doing? Hey, Lone Star Wolf. Good evening. Welcome back. Hey, how you doing? So far, it has been a chain clusterfuck, as I am missing jumps everywhere. Uh-oh. Okay. That's all I needed was for Lone Star Wolf to show up, and I would stop sucking at the jumping puzzle quite as much. Now there's one where there's a trick, and may not be able to remember the trick, in which case I'll have a failure upcoming. There's one where we've got to, like, jump alongside the cliff. Maybe here. Or maybe I'm misremembering that. That is also possible. No, it's here. Okay. I missed. Alright, where's the dude who sends me back to? There's a dude who lets me... Where's the dude? Oh, there he is. Yes, transport to the main... No, the 5th station. Thank you. There we are. Oh, somebody took a shot at me. That will not stand. I don't think we go out there. Hold it, we're all the way back at the first station. If you enjoyed it the first time, I hope you enjoyed it the second and third and 12th times. So I wasn't at the right place. It's not about dropping down. As I said, it has been a while since I've done this puzzle. And I'm not great at the timed JPs. And it vanished. And I splatted. At least I know what I did wrong. 5th station, me please. Alright, we've got it this time for sure. Maybe. Possibly. I hope. Got to run around the damaged section and then plummet to a painful death. We'll just burn out and... oh, hey, just don't fall. Thanks for always a help. I did say that this is the tricky one. I don't like that you can't actually see where you're going. And you don't have a whole lot of spare time. I did it again. I need this for the weekly, damn it. So the thing is, I'm somewhere in there. I am missing a jump because I can't see the damn jump. So, we'll attempt to follow him. And we've got to hit this jump before it goes away. You'll note I failed. Char is also a pain in the ass. Yeah, the hitboxes do no favors to the Char. The Norn aren't great either. If you went for a very large body size Norn, that's bad too. But yes, the Char definitely have the worst of it. Can we make it in time? I missed the jump. I made it in time, but missed the jump. Endless entertainment. It's a lens stream after all. Yeah, can't go wrong with a lens stream. No, unless you actually enjoy quality gameplay. In which case, yeah, you can kind of go wrong. Missed it again. See, I consider most of this puzzle okay. I'm not great with timed puzzles in the first place. But that jump over there, which is blind because of the stupid plants, that part is actually not fair. And he missed it the exact same way I keep missing it. I keep missing that jump. And it's not like I have a whole lot of time because timed JPs and me, we don't get along to begin with. Now, the last, I don't know, half a dozen times I have done this puzzle, I have been successful. Note, a whole bunch of other people keep popping up here as well because we're all dying. Okay? We jump up there. He jumps along. Is he going to make the important jump or not? No. I'm averaging like 20% hit rate on that. And to my mind, that's just a bad mechanic. Because you can't see. That makes it unfair. At least one of them made it that time. Now, I'm going to wait here for the next person because somebody's going to push the button. And something's shooting at me, because of course it is. How do I keep missing? It might have been in that case, because I had been hit, I was considered to be in combat. Yet another bullshit mechanic in a jump-in puzzle. Still, good content, right? Missed it again. I am rapidly approaching the point where, if anyone offers a fucking portal, I take it. It only took, what, 15, 18 tries? Maybe more? Alright, we'll wait for that to cycle through and we will move on. The first time I ever finished this one, I felt like a miracle. I'm not a fan of the timed JPs.
I've attained the awesome.
Just that one problem area. I've obtained the awesome. Says me, weekly, complete specs lab. How much have I had to drink? I just finished my bacon and bean soup, which is liquid and therefore kind of has to be slurped or sipped and could be considered a drink. And this is water, and other than that, 2 Coke Zeros. Not enough is exactly the right answer. I could do it again. No, I couldn't. Okay. Now, we want to do the weeklies because we got 4 out of the 6 done. Group events or rift hunts. Rift hunts, I think, are level appropriate, so I can do those. I'm going to go back to Queensdale because they have a lot of bandits there. I think they import them. I didn't do Queensdale in this character? That seems really unlikely. That's the way I tend to level my characters, is by doing whatever their starting map is, and then Queensdale and the Norn starting map if they're not human or Norn. But we're going to kill bandits, because we have to kill bandits, that's why. Need 100 bandit kills. Either them or an endgame batch of mobs. So we're going to go with the bandits. Hey, I leveled. 66. So I don't know how much leveling we're going to be doing tonight on this character. But next up is bandit murdering time. And we'll get some XP for doing the heart. So this will not be, I expect, a thrilling stream, unlike my standard fare, which, of course, is gripping. Filled with incomparable gameplay. Somebody else coming through here murdered all the goddamn bandits? I can't kill bandits if somebody else has killed all the bandits. Holy shit, they have literally killed all of the bandits. Well, there goes that plan right down the turlet. I'm lost! I'm inside the mountain! How did that happen? High octane gameplay, well, that is certainly all about me. Oh, look! The bandit lieutenant. He's a lieutenant because, maybe it's because he's English? Or possibly he's just not a right tenant? That's another event. Is that considered a group event? Because group events is one of the things I need to do. I think that one's considered a group event, even though I did it solo, because of my incomparable gameplay mechanics, my knowledge of the game, and all of the stuff surrounding the game.
Ready for anything.
You're kidding, right? I wonder if the turret counts as a bandit, because I think it said, like, bandit turret.
I'm going to.
I swear to God, everyone is killing all of the freaking bandits. It's Sunday night. Did I not get the memo that Sunday night is bandit killing night? I don't know. Maybe they're all working on it. It's possible that they're working on their weeklies too. Because bandit killing is one of the achieves, and this will also be a group event, this one. Put away the junk. Who wants a 5-slot purple leather bag? Spoiler. Not me. That goes here. We open that up. Butter. Why did so many of them have butter? Everybody's killing bandits. Well, this event is certainly going to complete, I expect, given the fact that there are 150 people murdering all of the bandits. I had a bright idea. Hey, I'll just go kill the bandits in the place where there are the most bandits around. Theory is a marvelous thing.
Greetings.
We got more bandits down here, though. I think we've got one group event done and another one in the works. Assuming those people who are ninja killing all of my bandits. Seriously, is this guy following me? No, okay. He didn't stop to kill all the bandits. I guess. I could do without my character ever saying wahoo. Wrong button. Right button. Alright. Evidently that was not a group event. Or maybe it was. Yeah, I think I was at 3. And we'll put a track on that and a track on that. Those are what we need to finish off the weeklies. But can I do rift hunts? Evidently no. At least not on this map. we can summon a few more banditos over here. I wonder if we can chain summon them and get credit. 41 bandits. Blade Runner poster in the back. Where's the Lord of the Rings one hiding? Right behind it. I'll show you in a minute. Actually, technically, it is a Fellowship of the Ring, and it's signed by Gandalf himself, Ian McKellen. Seriously. None of these are counting for bandits. That's unfortunate. I won it in a contest. Actually, not right behind it. It's behind it on the floor. You asked, and I deliver. Fellowship of the Ring, Ian McKellen signed. This was the first prize, were these posters. I had mine framed, obviously. The grand prize, which I did not win, was a trip to London for the premiere. The contest was at Burger King. Burger King. Oh my God, really? Everyone is killing all of my bandits. I used to play Magic the Gathering every Tuesday night, I think. And a lot of times, you know, I would grab dinner there. I'd go straight from work and grab dinner. And so I'm there, and they have a little, on the plastic placemats, or the plastic trays, they have the little piece of paper, and the paper had the test for the Lord of the Rings contest. And because I've read the book so many times, I got all of the answers right. And the questions were, like, not for people who had not read The Lord of the Rings multiple times. I mean, you could get out a copy and figure it all out. But I just sat there and I knew I had all the answers. And it was a really tough test for anyone who's a Lord of the Rings, who isn't a Lord of the Rings fanatic. Yes, I think it's by far the best of the three. And so I got notified, and on the back of it, I have taped the letter I got along with the reward as provenance. I have no idea how many they gave out, but I knew I had a shot at winning because there weren't going to be that many people who got all of the answers.
Only I could.
I can't even remember any of the questions, but they, you know, they weren't incredibly hard, but they were not easy. I'm at, why am I only, I guess I was at 41, so now we're at 52. More bandits dying. Sometimes you just gotta kill bandits. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm killing bandits.
Feel the adrenaline.
Is that another event here that I might be able to get credit for? That would be nice. Because we need events. We need events. We need dead bandits. And that will finish out the weekly. Four hobbits came to your city. Comic-Con wasn't in town that day. Broke your heart. Well, you could be just like them and get the Elvish word 9 tattooed on yourself. I believe everyone in the Fellowship got it tattooed except Jean Rhys Davies. Alright. That's not considered a fucking group event? Are you kidding? Did that not go up? How is that not a goddamned group event? The shit is that? That's... I am unamused by that. I may have to hop onto a different character to finish that off then. I need another 38 bandits. Let's see. Rift hunts. Alright. We're going to swap characters onto a character who can do the rift hunts. As those will involve killing Cryptus, I think. So that's a twofer. Go to Nias, where we're guaranteed that everything is Cryptus. And went to a midnight showing on all three of the movies when they launched. All right, we'll use this. Have any players down there for that? That does not look like it.
Just who I was hoping to see. We're making progress down here. Those cryptosaurs are raining down on us the whole time.
These inescapable voiceovers, they just suck.
It'd give us room to advance even farther.
They're right up there with the unskippable cinematics that are now part of the storyline quests all the time. Sure. I'll hop in here.
Such synergy.
God, seriously, what the bleep? Alright, here we go. Mini Cryptus. Handle it. Theoretically,
You'll be feeling that one for days.
alright, these are all counting as Cryptus. We'll see if this also counts as a group event. It has not yet, but we haven't finished it yet.
This is the only proper course.
Okay, come on. The thing can show up anytime now. There it is. Finally. Missed me. Loser. Freaking loser. That's what he is.
Stand your ground.
Seal the rift, and that should get us up to like 68. Something like that.
More accolades.
71. Yay. Alright, we'll just get it done here.
We have completed the task at hand.
Everything's shooting at me. I've done nothing to deserve this. I've led a good life. He hasn't. Free from sin. Not even close. Okay, the group is fighting a legendary. Can't say anything.
6 feet tall.
Should qualify even as a group event. Whether it will or not, I have no idea. We stunned him. And he's dead. That counted as a group event as well. Yay! More good stuff. Stuff!
It really did some damage to our equipment last time.
That was the wrong button.
Parts scattered all
Don't
over.
press the wrong button. Let me be an example as to what the terrible things that happen when you press the wrong button.
Sucking up the land's
Don't do
natural
that.
magic and feeding it to Ethark's big extractor over there. We need to take him out and cut off the supply.
Are we waiting for the boss? Oh, no, we've got dudes.
Infuriating.
We are murdering up the Cryptus. How about catch? Moved out of it. Oh, that was not awesome. I would like to fly, thank you.
Stand your ground.
Next thing that tries to knock me off this freaking cliff, that ain't gonna work. We're almost. We're finished with the Cryptus. We're finished with the Cryptus. Now we just need two more events. This will be one.
Strength of the pack.
We're opening the rift to let out the boss. Because who let the boss out?
This is most remarkable.
Next.
Something up above shooting at me. I hate those goddamn things. Alright, there's the bad man. Let's get onto the bunny so we can do some more break bar damage to it.
Stand your ground.
Rift has been weakened. Something's just of those floating turrets. God, they are just awful.
Ah, recognition.
That is 100 and 100 and... We're out! Yep, that's my most played character. It's the one I'm most comfortable on. I know I can play competently. I have like 1,000 hours on that guy. I am doing pretty well. I mean, still kicking, and that's about as much as I could hope for. At my advanced years, done.
Quite a reward.
1,460. I can't even cash this one in because I have to spend some. All right. Well, we can get an ascended weapon chest. Is there anything else of pressing necessity? Morals are always nice. Don't quite have enough. What are the legendaries in here?
Time and space are my allies.
None of those are particularly exciting. I'll grab that for now. We'll get our 10 points for logging in today. We'll drop off the box in at the bank.
Sharper still.
Really don't have any? I guess I must have used the one from last time. Where are all my boxes? There's most of the boxes. Oh, that tab got full fast. Okay. That'll do for now. Alright. Karma, chameleon, it comes and goes. Laurels. We offer you this laurel and hearty handshake. They had the uncut version of Blazing Saddles, where that joke came from, on HBO, like over the course of the last month or so. Now that is a movie that really wouldn't get made today. Now we have all these boxes of stuff for finishing off all those various and sundry bits and pieces. But evidently, that was either chests that I already had, way down here in this fuster cluckery of an inventory. Halloween prize bags. Sure, I guess. We'll open those now. Why not? How much are those currently selling for in the auction house? I am curious. 52 silver each? 40 silver each. Somebody wants 3. And then 40 and 9. I'm gonna sell them. Prices go up when we're off season. So yeah, 2 gold. Sure, I can use a couple of gold. Nose wet. Since I continue to crank out new characters who go to the cap, which is what I was doing 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, and I'm going back to now. Having stuff I can use. Also, recently I had a character who some friends were doing fractals, and I didn't have any agony resistance on that character. So I busted out 6 of those chests of ascended armor and put together a bunch of agony infusions, and I could run fractals with them because I happen to have it sitting around in my bank. Where was I? Let's see. Character Adventure Guide, Volume 3? Almost finished. 4. Okay, what do we have to do here? We have a couple that we got done. Combo skills, that'll get done pretty quick. We need 4 more levels, that'll get done. Events 4, a Sparkfly Fen, Mount Maelstrom. Iron Marches, Fireheart Rise, Sparkfly Fen, probably. Renown Hearts, Sparkfly Fen. Chapter 5, no thanks. That's in Mount Maelstrom. Why do they have to be in Mount Maelstrom? Iron Marches. Why do they want me to go all over the place? Sparkfly Fen looks like it'll cover most of it.
We can repair it, as long as we've got someone watching our back.
We will be driving.
Get over here and help me!
Why am I not seeing? Yes, I want to go. Oh my god. We got the weeklies done. I wanted to make sure I got those done. We already had it half done or better, so didn't take too long. Should have just gone to the Soto locales in the first place. But I wanted to double dip and get XP on this guy, and I was wrong. Made a mistake. It was a bad call, Ripley. Bad call. And I'm going the wrong way again because I'm me. Bonk. Ow. Note, I say ow, even though that didn't actually have a physical interaction with anything. Blood-Tide Coast. But, sadly, Blood-Tide Coast is not one of the ones we can use for the Adventure Guide Chapter 4. Lens does dirty deeds dirt cheap. Oh, come on. I made that. I made that. Oop. I'm not going to make this, but we're going to try. Okay. It wasn't a bad effort. Let's see. Trying to figure out exactly where the best location to go through is. Tend to get turned around. Anyone who's watched me for a while has watched me get lost a half a dozen times. Because if there's 2 ways to go, left or right, I will choose the third, double extra wrong way to go. Maybe I just need to go back. However, I will give myself a pat on the back for not running into any trees that whole way until right there at the very end. That was ludicrously lucky. And here we are. Sparkfly Fen. Events. I think we need hearts. I will get myself to Quaddle's landing spot in case I need that at some future time. Plus, everything gives XP. Oh, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What have we got down here? Is this the spider fighter? I think it is. That is the stuff of which other things are made. Hard to describe to someone who isn't a warrior. More hero points and probably level 67. Indeed, level 67. Rune of the Flock. Do we have more points? We have more points. Not quite enough to finish off the fence. What could I say? I was on the fence about it. We'll get our broad char buttocks to Quaddle's landing spot. I don't think the Quaddle's up for like 3 hours, something like that. And then we can start doing some hearts and stuff. Any other events we stumble over. Just having the waypoint is worthwhile. Stupid undead. Just sitting there picking their noses. Ew. I don't think I want to know what undead actually, what would be produced by undead picking their noses. At all. We will speak no more of this.
The undead are attacking!
I just hit level 67 a minute ago, and just flying around, we've got another half a level. Another player. It's one of the nice things. You go to the old down-level locations in most MMOs. It's like a freaking graveyard. Guild Wars 2, you're usually going to see players on every map. Well, almost every map. There are probably a couple of the stinkers. I don't imagine a lot of people just wandering around in Gyala Delve. You know, people might stick their head in and see if anyone's running a group. Having to hoof this shit? Oh, yeah. My first two World Cups were done that way. So, believe me, I remember. Oh, and my mod, if he is still about. Vorpine, a couple years back, because evidently his life was not filled with enough pain. He chose to do map completion no mounts, no gliding, no waypoints. Fat Buddy! Good evening, my friend. Welcome back, as always. That is a harpoon gun. Why is it showing me? Really?
I'm not sure
One of the things they don't do in this game, and they do in some other games, but most don't, is if you have two objects, like two rings, it doesn't have a good mechanic for automatically looking at one of them and replacing it. So for instance here, I have a spear gun, and we have a spear gun here, but by default, it's not showing me the spear gun. It's showing me the spear. Which is just, it is behaving, from a UI perspective, that is simply bad behavior.
Threshold achieved.
The submerged section is truly a marvel, isn't it?
Indeed. The view is nearly ruined, however, by the undead scratching at the glass.
Let's see if we can empty our inventory from all this crap. Yeah, no waypoint. And he started doing it a second time. Well, I mean, I enjoy leveling characters up, so, you know, I can't really pick nits. A lot of people wouldn't understand why I enjoy leveling characters up. Answer, because he's mental. He says his deaths were single digits. My memory was that it was like 12, but 8 also sort of rings a bell. And those, some number of those at least, were just from, because he refused to press space for gliding. You know, so I admire his devotion to the bit. My friend Tip Top, or Vorpine, as you might know him, is muy loco. So we've got the parts that we wanted to get, and now we'll just, we'll do some hearts and stuff. Well, Vern the Furious.
You've come to a dark
certain
corner,
dopamine when
friend.
leveling you get when
The
leveling you get it.
digital is
I
drowning
actually just
in
kind of
undead.
enjoy it because it's low
You'll
key.
make your mark by helping them.
You know, I'm having fun. Doesn't require my full attention, so I can chat with you lovely people. And the less than lovely ones of you too. I mean, I try not to pick nits. I have 46 character slots on this account, 45 characters, 40 or 41 of them are at the cap, and then I keep one around for key farming. Oh, look, a flamethrower. I mean, come on, who is not going to use the flamethrower? Death good, if you say so, bro. Okay, fine. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll spin to win. Like that. Orion Grubhole sounds like where you might want to kick somebody. Yeah, kick them right in the grub hole.
Kill them all. Adrenaline rising.
But then I've always been the kind of player who just plays a lot of alts. Various games. Same thing in WoW. Latro. I would say Guild Wars 2 is the most altable because of the amount of stuff that is account-wide. For an alt player, I mean, that's just gravy. Oh, the Orion ships are up. Okay, Trebuchet, I'm right in the kisser. It's not really a kisser, but I think you know what I mean. Oh, well, they destroyed it. We'll just, we'll do without then. Thanks, guys. Sure. Boom. Flamethrower. Favorite to level. Normally what I do when I'm doing a key farm is I'll roll randomly. I'd say it's easy to level a thief because you can just get 2 pistols and murder everything. Pistol thief is a very good solid build even later in the game, but it's particularly good for leveling. I also now like to, where possible, level with a spear as a leveling weapon, simply because for most of the classes I'm just not that familiar with how the spear plays. So I try to learn the spear by, you know, doing leveling with it. Alright, you do that, I'll res the dead guys. Okay, maybe they're not dead. Maybe they're just, you know, deep napping. Get away from our Treb.
The pain's here.
The pain is here. Missed me. Oh, okay, he didn't actually technically miss me, but...
That's the stuff. Kill them all.
Let's wake Dita up. Well, we'll just do a little more spinning to winning, and that'll finish out the heart. I was just about to leave, sir. This event is going to be going on for 11 minutes. I am, in the words of the ancients, I'm outies. That's not good leveling tactics. Those kind of events just take too goddamn. Rise your brothers? They're not your brothers. They're just dead guys, dude.
That's the stuff.
Brothers? I didn't think of Zaitan as being sort of a, you know, Zaitan's undead as being kind of like a fraternity until now, and I still don't think of it that way. He knocked me down.
Kill them all.
We will res the dehydrated Tlamatini. I like a nice Tlamatini, you know, with a twist. Why am I not moving? There we go. Again with the knockdowns. Come on, man. That ain't cool. Another dehydrated Flamatini. Oh, the other guy finished him in a big hurry. Well, it'll have to be this Risen Thrall next then. Yeah, just gotta kill him when you find him. normally when I do a key farm, which I do pretty frequently, not nearly as much as I used to. I used to do a weekly key farm for like a couple of years. Almost every, like, Monday. But if I'm in a hurry and I want to do something else afterwards, I'll do the human commoner storyline, as that is the fastest of any of the storyline first chapters. Would you stop with the freaking knockdowns? It's just a dick move. Aha, I knocked him down. How does it feel? Really aggravating, isn't it? I have defeated the Risen. That was for one of the chapter 4 requirements, I think. But normally I bust out my trusty D20 to determine which profession I'll play. Re-rolling on a 19 or 20. Or 10 or 20, sorry. Here we go. Give me XP. Oh, that was more than a third of a level for that. It was delicious. This is probably better than my offhand axe. It is, in point of fact, better than my offhand axe.
We have completed the task at hand.
We have completed the task at hand. It is no longer at hand. It is now at foot.
Do not let them pass.
We have another event. Another timed event. Another event that can bleep off. Pardon my French. Which I'll note wasn't French. Oh my, no wonder. Heart completed. You see, if I hadn't finished the heart, I'd res this guy, but it's done, so, yeah. He stays dead. Sorry, bro. I mean, he's a frog anyway, so. And I don't mean a French one, although possibly. Event successful, of course it was. More XP for me. I am now, wait for it, everyone. I am now level 69. And a half. I dodged again, and that's another one of the part 4 of the Adventure Guide, which is your best friend if you're leveling up a character. Did we get more hero points? I don't think so. We did. All right, we'll finish defense out. We'll add some more points to discipline. Discipline? Yes, discipline. There's no event going on here. I'm sorry. I am not interested if there's not an event going on. I have you know, requirements. I have standards. I'm sure these wire traps are an incredibly effective way of keeping out the undead. Level 69, feel free to say nice. I do it now. I ask my Amazon voice activated device what the temperature is like, or what the forecast is the next day, and she says the high will be 69, and my brain just fills in and goes, nice. I don't like being an embodiment of an internet meme, and yet still, it's understandable. The 420 part, I never found that amusing or anything other. I mean, it's legal here. It's no longer funny. When it becomes legal, it's not a joke. One more broken wire trap will do, and another heart complete, another level complete. We're at level 70. That's 5 levels on this character, and I took like 20 minutes off to do other stuff. One more level, and we get to slot our third and final Spectre. I'd wondered if we were going to make that tonight. We're going to make it easily. I got mail that I can immediately delete. Ritlock and Logan are fighting at the Citadel of Flame. Good luck. Flame Legion, good luck. If you could particularly make sure that Logan is taken care of permanently, I would consider that you have done me a solid. That's a big shark. Are they going to let me commune with this place of power undisturbed? Maybe. The answer is yes. Whee! There's a dead player. I'm going to attempt to get him back to life. He's probably AFK, but, you know, every once in a while you'll res some dead guy in the middle of nowhere and you'll get a thank you. Doesn't take but a sec. I'm just a Guild Wars 2 Good Samaritan. He's up. He's standing there. He's gonna die again. Well, I've done my good deed for the day. And here we are, Sylvari. So annoying. Alright, remove corrupted mushrooms. Does that include them? Defeat hostile enemies around the village. Well, I'm going to assume this Ridgeback scale is hostile. I've used the combo skill. I'm almost to 71 already. What is it with everything knocking me on my ass tonight? Wow, that was an enormous amount of progress. Not really. An event successful. Come on, give me the XP. Oh my god, it's so close. Squish. Can we chop down a tree to level up? Not quite, I don't think. So close. Do we get credit for the Hylic region marker? I'm thinking probably not. No, we do. Cool, cool. See what you did there.
And I would feel safer if you'd stop drowning out the advances of the
Scalp Lurker.
Adrenaline rising.
That's the level. Level 71. We have an event. Oh my god, it's another timed event. I can do a little bit here. Oh, there. This is double dipping. This is always the right answer if you can do it. If there's an event going on, and you're getting heart credit for killing the monsters, always worth.
The undead are attack. The undead are attacking.
So, if you guys weren't aware, the undead are attacking.
Kill them all. That's the stuff.
It is the stuff of which dreams are made on. Again! Jeez. Even if I was power circling the jerk. That's circling the jerk, not power circle jerk. That's in something entirely different. As far as you know. More hero points. We will expend those, or more likely forget to expend those. Yeah, we get it. The undead are attacking. Oh my god, could you be more repetitive? It's got to be one of the Silvari. Literal and figurative vegetables. Come on, I only need a few more. The event's got 4.5 minutes. I'll just head back over here and we'll grab some more corrupted shrooms. To turn those in? No, apparently. Those are not one of those things that you have to...
protocol.
That's a new and improved. How about my land spear? My land spear is at 524. It is a significant improvement to my land spear.
Threshold achieved.
Never say no to a gear improvement. Corrupted mushrooms. And part complete. Got another heart this away. It's a suspicious tree. I have no idea what makes it suspicious, but apparently it is really suspicious. Kill pests invading Brackwater Village. Recover stolen supplies and track down Nightmare Court scouts. Nightmare Court. All we gotta know about the Nightmare Court is that Fallon is important. If Fallon's important, they are a deeply dysfunctional.
Getting pumped.
You know. Fallon is simply proof positive that the Nightmare Court is like a cesspool and the really big chunks rise to the top. Are these mosquitoes going to count as pests? Because clearly they're pests. They do not give me any heart progress. Apparently pests are not mosquitoes. Technically, I think the pests more likely are. Nope, that scale aren't either. The real pests, of course.
You're a frightened child.
Are the Silvari. Okay. Gotta turn these in. Am I supposed to like throw them to somebody? I think I am. Or I can throw them to somebody. Throw supply. Gourd. Mind you, it doesn't tell you who I'm supposed to throw them to, so we'll give them back to Juanita. Jungle Troll. Says that he heals, but he didn't. Oh, that's right. We also needed to slot our third specialization. Let's do that now. Let us see. Oh, the event failed. What a shock. Let's see what we have. We already had strength and arms. Tactics. Might. Warhorn skills. Asked if I ever served in the military because you remind me of a good friend I met at the time. No, never did. Stab's not bad. Shout skills. Healing. I'm sorry, I don't heal. Funny that you should ask that. We'll go with defense then. It's easy. Defense. Defense is the best line of defense. Let's see. Reflect missiles whenever you're blocking. Reduce the duration of movement impeding. I like that, given how many times I've been knocked on my ass. Now increase strike damage to weakened foes. Burst skills. Inflict weakness. I'll go with that. Stance. Take no damage from attacks. You're still susceptible. Cast lesser enduring pain when you use an elite skill. Don't use my elite skill that much. Gain resistance when you dodge. That's not bad. Hammer and mace skills. Well, we'll go with that one. Stances grant vigor and carrier. I'm just using signets for fast and easy and brainless leveling. Adrenaline when hit. Oh, that seems good. Gain stab when you disable a foe. I do like stab. Especially given the number of times, as I said, that I've been knocked on my ass this evening. More supplies. Fortunately, in a lot of these, where you have to like bring a thing to an NPC, perfect example would be Bjarni and his goddamn rabbit food in the Norn first map. You can fly. I would like to thank my friend and moderator Vorpine for discovering that for our group and informing me. Because, boy, without that, Bjarni and his Purina Rabbit Chow would really, really suck. Oh, that's banyan sapling. We're looking for supplies. Or we'll just kill some trolls. That guy killed the troll before I could kill the troll. He denied me my troll killing rights. I mean, look how in the olden days, I'd have to run this all the way back. Now, runnings for suckers and free-to-players. If you're a free-to-player, you're not a sucker. You're just a free-to-player. We hope you like our game enough to drop some bucks. I have in the past described that Guild Wars 2 players are very, very welcoming to new players. And it's because for so many years, anytime we said, yeah, I play Guild Wars 2, people would say, isn't that game dead? We go, no, it's fine. It just had an expansion. You sure it's not dead? Yes, it's not dead. And so finally, when a lot of the WoW players started trying other games and gave it a shot. I have said sometimes we can be aggressively helpful to the point where, you know, players would say, I kind of want to do this myself. No, you must take our assistance. It can be a bit much.
Seize the moment.
I found some tools. Or as you know them, Sylvari. Oh. You won't be knocking me down because I have freaking stability, jerk face. Sometimes I get carried away, you know. I mean, there are worse things. There's the cold attacks. The cripples. Ooh. Latro characters will know about that. Like 60-second cripples. Wolves, I think, would do those. They do the hamstring attack. Make you wish that you'd never been born a player of the game. Once again, I have chosen my signet of the Doliac, and you will not be wiping me. You might be knocking me down or wiping me out. Another heart complete. Yay. Almost level 72. Actually, pretty good progress, given the fact that I had the break. And that I'm almost, 80, so XP is theoretically slowing down, but it's been pretty quick tonight. Almost 7 levels. Only got 10 in the other day. Yeah, this event is terrible. This is sort of the precursor, I think, to Tequatl for like an hour or so. But also, I think it just comes up on its own, where there are all these enormous poison sacs on the ground, and the whole place is covered with a miasma.
Kill them all.
He knocked me again. Everything on this goddamn map is knocking me on my ass.
Gaining adrenaline.
Not this time, because I just popped my signet. I don't remember exactly if there's... Yeah, okay, it is a one-shot. I thought it was. But I thought if I turned away immediately, I'd just get, like, blown away by it. Nope, it is a one-shot. Wow. Okay, that's no. I had forgotten that this particular heart is one of those bullshit ones that requires you to change your hotbar by equipping a special weapon. Or I could not do that. In Latro, if they have a thing called session play where you play as a different character. Similarly, in WoW, they have basically vehicle play where maybe you're in a balloon and you have a minigun and your job is to just mow down hundreds of dudes on the ground. When those games do it, it's fun and easy and usually pretty quick, or at least is important from a narrative point of view. A lot of the ones in Latro are important for the narratives. Like you go back to Moria when they first released Durin's Bank. You're one of the dwarves involved in that. When they do it here in Guild Wars 2, it's always a piece of crap. It's always terrible. When they change your hotbar into something else, it's just awful.
The Wild Hunt are in need of help.
The one where you get Blish's arm is dreadful. The one where you play as Kaith is awful. It's just terrible. The fastest way to do it is to just kill everything. You're supposed to use stealth mechanics to do all these tricky little things to get in, and no, it's just much, much, much faster and easier and closer to being fun to just kill them all. Twaddle is the one that practically guarantees an ascended piece? No. Oh, Vorp. Yeah. It guarantees an ascended piece. He got, from Tequatl, 2 in 2 days, he got ascended weapons. And he got a 3rd ascended as a random world drop, which I've had happen exactly once in my entire time in the game. He got that in 2 days. I believe it was 2 or 3. It is because he is a hate-filled monster who despises me. Understandably, I am kind of a dick. There are a few players remaining in this map. Well, there's Sin Druidy. We will go to a new map. One from him, then a second, and then a random drop on day 2. Yeah. I've had exactly one random drop. And weirdly, mine was not even from like a fight or anything. Mine was as a drop from one of the things I was doing every day in my my housing instance at the time. Because apparently that was a thing that could happen. That's level 72.
Know what cannot be known.
156, 208. We're going to go with the scallywag legs of the pack. And as is tradition, oh, we get all 3. This is the one where you get all 3. And then in a couple levels, you have a choosy box. So you don't get all 4. You get all 3 from this, and then you get a choosy box, so you get one of the 3. I never understood that. But we are going to equip Uno. Zwei. Why is it not equipping? Oh, it was. And Pla.
This is the only proper course.
But that means we have new 3 items of attire. And so I will choose the 3 random dies. Oh, if I don't like the first one, I have 2 more. For those not aware, this is what it looks like. This hat is one of the fuggliest hats in the game. Because I generally randomly dyeing the heavy armor looks crappy because the metal looks stupid. So I am instead wearing the chef outfit, which for the char is a little bit nightmare fuel. You have meat hooks on your belt and a Hannibal Lecter mask. Pretty awesome. Let's see. We did have an even brighter white previously, but green and jungle, that's not great. Let's try again. Okay, that's almost exactly the same. Spirits, evergreen, and kyanite. And I don't like the kyanite for the metal. Come on, guys. I can make that work. We have straw, bloody red, And
Make
antique
ramp,
bronze. Antique bronze for the metals definitely works. Alright, this is another one of the pain in the bits and pieces parts where you can't just kill things, you've got to do other stuff. And I know they want to mix things up and not have everything be a kill 10 rats mission. I get it. I get it. But some of these are just excruciating. Was it last night or the night before where I had to do the everyone's personal unfavorite, the stealth mission for Ash Legion, where you have to sneak in and change their flags, something like that.
Fight what cannot be fought.
I need to blow up some boulders. Shouldn't you be bugging me for gear? What would that be? Great, give it to me. All right. I am now a flamingo. A forceful peck. It's open and I got a treasure. And it's open and I got a treasure. Treasure me. More treasure. Still more treasure. Alright, well, we're about halfway done. Because it's logical that to get to the treasure chests, you'd need to be in the shape of a flamingo and peck them.
Everyone has a secret.
Alright, the other thing we do, we need to blow up some boulders. Big boulder. Skelf didn't like it. Skelf didn't like it.
Kill them all.
You can blow up now, thank you. Admiral Clorinda Demard. Who the hell made her an admiral? And what is she doing out here? Oh, evidently I'm a bird again. Hold on. Oh, that's a treasure chest. Oh, I just had to open that one. That seems unfair.
There's darkness afoot.
There's darkness afoot. Give me a bomb. Get away from the exploding rock as it explodes. That's 2 rocks. I don't know where there's a 3rd rock. We got to all the treasure chests. Hi, Clorinda. Give me another kabooming device. Any more rocks? Looking for rocks. I don't see any goddamn rocks. Well, I mean, the platinum ore. Does that count? So. I don't think I can use it, but I'll try. Maybe I can. They're gonna blow up. It blew up, but that didn't count for anything. See, I've done everything you can in the heart area, and I have to wait for respawns. This is just incredibly asinine.
Kill them all.
And you can't talk to her because she got aggroed by a mob and has to fight it. ArenaNet, come on, guys. Seriously. What the hell? Oh, one of the rocks respawned. That ought to be enough. See, this is hard. The kind of just it's badly designed heart. It doesn't have enough materials for you to finish the heart without waiting for respawns. Especially bad if there are other players around. They just need an intern to go back through every one of the core maps and refactor how much progress you get from everything you do for the hearts. Because some hearts are just so time-consuming and not fun or interesting. Alright, we have Lamula, Kill Crate, Codnap... Oh, yeah, water combat. This would be another one that can go fuck. Water quests. The underwater ones just suck. They all need to be refactored so that they take 3 minutes. Not everything in a game has to be fast and easy. What if it's not going to be fast or easy? It's got to be fun. I don't consider that a particularly demanding set of things. Oh, a chest. We are going to Alright, where's the freaking POI? There it is. Get your motor running. I mean, seriously, the values for, like in this one, where it was finding the treasure and then giving the treasure to the NPC and blowing up the rocks. It's a table of 3 values. And you need to add those values up until you hit 100. And you're done with the heart. They just need to literally go in and change those 3 numbers. Not everything is simple in computers and stuff, in games and stuff. But some stuff is. Some stuff really is that simple. You know, and just go to any player who's played their way through any number of maps. And they'll be able to give you the hearts on every map that suck. I brought you a stump. He's thrilled. Mangled fish corpse. Who doesn't love a little mangled fish corpse? A sickened basilisk. He's sickened. He can't feel the adrenaline. Poor little thing. I'll bring this to Ayomichi. I'll say that doesn't really sound like a quaggan name, and it's not a quaggan, it's a froggy. Mangled fish corpse. So many mangled fish corpses. Fog scale around them. Curious or hungry?
Ready for anything.
Evidently I am ready for anything. Fog scale just getting in my way. I'm trying to clean up the environment for them. Think they'd be appreciative, but no. No. They don't care. Other hard complete. We're better than halfway down with the map. Don't know if we're going to finish the map. Oh, goodness me, another heart. How are we doing on our various chapter 4 or volume 4? We need rather a lot more. Completing renown hearts for... Oh, that'll finish that up. We need more vistas. More events. Oops. Wrong button. I hit wrong buttons sometimes. I wahooed again. I'm really not a fan of the wahoo. I'm freaking...
Kill them all.
Char. Maybe it's just me. I just don't see them as the wahooing type people. I mean, maybe a drunken char, which basically means an off-duty char. Missed me, loser. Stupid A-bomb. Sit down. Corpse flies, too. Yuck. Grody to the max. Dead frog boy. What? Oh.
Adrenaline full.
Adrenaline is... it's full. It's not actually decreasing. Strange, now it's finally decreasing.
I feel strong.
A couple more undead corpses, including another A-bomb here. Corpse fly and A-bomb.
Adrenaline getting pumped.
Misery, yeah. The movie, yeah. Kathy Bates was really terrifying. heart complete. 59% with the map. This one. This one's really annoying too. You have to get on the poison shooter. Shoot poison. Bring out the larva. Pull on the larva.
You crossed the line.
Evidently this termite crossed the line. You have to kill the larva. Pick up the larva meat. And throw it on the fire. And because sometimes, even if you have it targeted correctly, it doesn't work, you kind of want to move up right next to the fire. Because sometimes the targeting is wrong. That's what this one is all about. Especially as a new player, you're going to see this and you're not going to be doing things and not getting as much credit as you think you should be because you don't know all of the steps. Termite larva meat. I don't know about you, but that sounds like good eating. I don't think these spiders give you any progress. No, they don't. Which is another problem. Why do the spiders not give progress? Doesn't make any sense. They're hostile. They're in the area.
You crossed the line. Adrenaline rising. Kill them all.
Larva meat. Delicious, nutritious larva meat. It's not just for breakfast anymore. See, I threw those right in, and neither of those counted. Why? I have no fucking clue.
Adrenaline rising.
Right on it. Worked. It's just there's no shortage of bullshit hearts out there. And just a simple refactoring would improve things immensely.
Don't let the undead near our cargo. If they charge,
Getting adrenaline full.
Everyone, we're going to eat well tonight. Oh, really? What do we have? Steak? Pasta? Fresh larva meat. I'm on a diet. Where was the other meat? Like that, it's gone. My God.
Looks like a fight. I didn't try hard enough. You're dead now.
And I'm poisoned, so I can't mount. You know, to quickly get back and then maybe not actually get missed again somehow. No idea. Right on top of the fire. Had it targeted. Didn't work. No idea. Just frustrating. Unnecessarily frustrating.
You crossed the line.
Should be the last one we need.
Kill them all.
Go. God, what a pain in that posterior. Butt. Okay, butt. There, I said it.
Still clear.
Level 73. 8 levels for the evening. Not bad. 738, probably better than the one we already have. It is.
I was manufactured to the highest standards.
That is a significant improvement. New dies, everyone. New dies.
Threshold achieved.
I have so much to tell you.
Assistance. Lend your support.
She has so much to tell me. You're just a sales lady. What the hell? Vigil are so full of themselves. And Vigil Crusader up there just humming literally tunelessly. They're not just full of themselves. They're also just annoying. Alright, we'll res the Virgil. They're the Virgil. From now on, they're not the Vigil, they're the Virgil. They're the one who accompanied Dante on his trip through hell. Explosive cargo, pack bull. Well, that sounds like abominable.
If those undead bump the bull, we're done for. The explosives are too unstable.
Kill everything.
Adrenaline rising. Getting up.
I don't know where we're going. Oh, is this one going like all the way up to that? I don't even know where they're going with that.
For Dwayne's sake, don't these undead ever give up?
Refreshing. Adrenaline rising.
Not sure. Are they going into that cave?
I can't believe believe how much trouble one lich can stir up. If we
Yeah,
can take him
forget
down,
that.
we could. Hey, nice and easy.
Enough of that nonsense. POI down here. Where? Xanarin depths. How could it be the depths? We're up, way up in the air. These aren't depths. These are kind of the opposite of depths. There, now I can steal this dead guy's cauliflower. Machar. What do I know from cauliflower? For all I know, these are Silvari eggs. Would explain a lot. Most of them all have all the charm and wit of a head of cauliflower. POI. This is the one I thought they were going to. With the bomb in a bowl. Vista is complete. We are almost to level 74. If there was supposed to be a way through there at some point. Alright, that's back down to that stupid point. I did get some heart progress. Is this on one of the water hearts? Because we don't do water hearts around here. This one's kind of a water heart. Mostly a water heart, unless one of the events is going. Yeah, nothing back here. What I'm gonna do, that stuff. 12 heads of cauliflower. Yum. Not a cauliflower flan. Cauliflower flan. It's true, I'm not a cauliflower flan. I'm not any kind of tasty dessert. And cauliflower flan would not be a tasty dessert. I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. As always, thank you guys very much for hanging out here. I really do appreciate it. I will most likely be back tomorrow at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with more of my pointless banality. Probably back here in Guild Wars 2, possibly to finish out the leveling on Nux Knife Heart here, or maybe do a key farm. You know,
May the stars guide
we'll do some stuff. Anyway, again, thank you guys for hanging. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Sunday evening, your weekend, what's left of it, goes okay. And as always,
everything you need
I
right
hope
here.
your upcoming week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow, most likely. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.